All right. Good evening, everybody. Hope everybody is doing well. It's good to see every everyone in the place to be, as it were. And so, anyway, just want to give a shout out to all the familia that's here right now. We had um, of course, the General Chester Franklin is in the house, and there are some major problems tonight with StreamYard. It has kicked me off twice, even before I was even in here. But so I'm gonna get back to the roll call. So General Chester Franklin is in the house. Sailor George. We have Rosalia, who is in the house. We have Ashton is in the house. Brooke Scarlett, or Brooke Sauce, as she is affectionately known. Delroy Lindo. All right. And then the master of all movies, Presswood DVD collector, Sarah is in here to brag as always. She has 989 subs. And my brother Al is in the house under the name Hateful. And yeah, so thank you all for coming out tonight. So yeah, tonight is like the fourth and final Richard Linklater film that I'm doing for the retrospective. I was going to try to do five, but who cares? So anyway, and we have Anthony Chobot is in the house. I'm doing good. I hope you're all right and whatnot. Um, anyway, yeah. So tonight's film is sort of a quasi sequel to Dazed and Confused, which is Everybody Wants Some. And of course, you know that if you're up on your rock and roll, or as Elvis used to say, cock and roll, you know that that's based off the Van Halen song. So, yeah. Um, I actually kind of like this one a little better than Dazed and Confused because it's more of the early 80s as opposed to late 70s as Dazed and Confused was. But so it was sort of more of my time period, even though it takes, place at a college, But as the replacements always said, fuck school. So there you go. I think now, kids shouldn't have an education. They should just be thrown out in the streets with TV dinners and their phones, and they can make TikToks, every day about how they don't like, Hungry Man's or something. I really don't know why this keeps happening, so I may have to deal with this for a while. This is weird. I've never had this happen before like this. So, um, hmm. glazed and infused. Yeah, like donuts. Stream tard. That's exactly what it is tonight. That's for sure. Um, I'm gonna blame P. Rich. I think we'll just blame P. Rich. Because he keeps switching you know, um, his watch along for good, the bad, and the ugly. It's getting close to like a week, so we'll just say that hey, so and good evening, Alan, brother. Good to see you. Yeah. But yeah. So um, there's some cool things in this film. We'll get to like when they show up. The LookMovie link is posted at the top, but this is also on MGM Plus. I'm surprised it's not on Tubi or any other places, but um, it's kind of weird that MGM Plus, it's owned by Amazon, so I don't know why they just don't have a separate thing for it on uh, the their channel. But anyway, hopefully, yeah, and then hopefully Juno will be back next week. I hope. Damn, Chester, that's pretty good. What do you call the monkeys who share an Amazon Prime account? Prime mates. Damn, did you make that up, Chester? Because wherever you got that joke from, that's fucking great. That's pretty good. But yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and get this started in a few minutes. Yeah, this runs about hour 57 minutes, so get this started in a few and all that. Hope that everybody's had a good week so far, and yeah, so but hopefully I keep. Looks like I'm gonna. Okay, well, I cleared out the page, brought the page back up, so maybe this fucking thing will work now. Who knows? So there's a website called thepioneerwoman.com. Hmm. Delroy, you need to behave yourself, sir. But oh yeah, this is specifically for Rosie. There you go, Whataburger, fancy ketchup. Woo! Hey, Papa Goss, welcome. It's good to see you. It's first time I think you've been in one of my streams, and it's good to see you. Thank you for stopping in. Hoping Hoping you're doing well and everything's cool. It's a pleasure to have you, sir. All right. Technical queefities. Yeah, pretty much. Had a well, I won't discuss that. But anyway, um, but let's see. We're about 2 more minutes. Give the appreciate that, Papa Goss, very much. So yeah, about 2 minutes or so, get this thing started and stuff. You're welcome, Rosie. It's always you know a pleasure to share our love for Whataburger, and stuff. They should have us as a spokesman and woman and stuff. Try the new Juno burger. Charlie in the Wig Factory, riding in cars with wigs. The Wig Lebowski. There we go. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and do the countdown and we'll get this thing started. Just want to let you know that this film is rated R, so no one under 17 admitted without a guardian, parent, or guide dog. This film contains nudity, substance abuse, although I don't know exactly what kind of substance abuse they're talking about. Alcohol use. See, they made that clear. There's substance abuse, alcohol use, smoking, foul language, and sexual content. Foul language, I mean, that's just like birds chirping and shit like that. So who would have thought, anyway. But yeah, that's what we got going on tonight, kids. But yeah, so here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, cuatro, tres, dos, uno. Press play, bitches and pendeos, and grandmas of all ages. Everybody wants wigs, yeah, and the black wig. Oh, you moved, Rosie? Finally? Oh, well, if I could FedEx you some so it wouldn't be, awful, I would. Uno, dos, tres leches and stuff. Yes, absolutely. Well, how's it going where you're living now? Is it just fly in for like, a commercial here and there? So yeah, so yeah, so we start off with the Nax My Sharona, and then we have one of the main characters ogling the girls as he drives around the campus and stuff like that. That's a sweet ride he has too. Good, glad to hear that, Rosie. Awesome. So he's pulled up in front of his frat house, which almost kind of looks. Oh, this says Thursday, August 28th, 1980. Class starts 3 days, 15 hours. I forgot to see the time, but anyway, this almost obviously looks sort of like the Texas Chainsaw House, but of course you wouldn't see that in Austin. Maybe at one point, One of the last times I was in Austin, staying at this friend's. One of my friends from high school came by, and we were like, driving around, and he was like, he goes, you recognize that place? And I go, no. And he goes, that's where some friends of ours used to live, and it was all dilapidated. It looked like shit. It was pretty much razed to the ground. So they'll probably build a condo there or some sort of bullshit, something. And he opens up the fridge. There's some milk, beer, and Miracle Whip. You know, the essence of life. And then this light out is almost falling off on him and stuff. Yeah, so there's a couple of his housemates there. Guy's a real dick, both of them were. So yeah, they're gonna argue about stuff. Hey Johnny, how's it going? Yeah, exactly. Dog will hunt. Yes, putting his cat house up for sale. That is true. Yes, sketty wigs. So I just wanted to mention, and of course, I'm always glad that you're here. So what was it like being over, on the enemy side the other night? Just curious, with Jim and Kenny. It was probably scary. So this has, Wyatt Russell, Kurt Russell's son, and then this guy, Glenn, whatever the fuck his name is, the guy that's been in a lot of movies lately besides as much a pro guy. Gonna, yeah, it's Glenn Gilberti and stuff. So you may see two of me for a while, and maybe, yeah, there you go. This fucking, thing. Anyway, so then you have this redneck that's in boots and his underwear and a baseball cap. Hey, 71, good to see you. Glad you're here. StreamYard is being a cunt tonight and keeps kicking me off. So I keep disappearing and reappearing and stuff like that. So, yeah. Every time I fall, Chester, you need to, keep up security just in case. Thank you, sir, for your service. So now we got a they're all in the car and going some fucking place, and then they're, listening to Sugar Hill Gang and things like that. But the one thing about as you'll see later, Willoughby, Wyatt Russell's character, he's sort of the Matthew McConaughey character in Dazed and Confused. I remember when this song was like huge. I was like in ninth grade, and it was crazy. But nothing beats the it's not a cover version actually, but the song "Crapper's Delight" by Tesco V on his Dutch Hercules EP and stuff. The baseball houses. Where? 15th Avenue. Just look for two beautiful houses built with big dots there. Okay, when? When you get there, and when you do get there. That's cool. We look forward to seeing all of you there. Yeah, this one guy kind of looks like a bootleg Paul Rudd. Matthew McQueef, yeah, that too. Yeah. Societal norm of the male gender initiating virtually all contact with respect to females. Which might seem predatory also, but I sure Rapper's Coffee Mate Delight. Criminal. There's nothing here. Yeah. You guys hear that? I didn't hear it. Exactly. Come on, man. So now these guys are, making, cock jokes. Hey, and Heroic Waffles has hit the house. Good to see you, brother. I'm doing all right. Just, StreamYard is sucking shit tonight, so it's gonna kind of be like I'm popping on, popping off, popping on, popping off. So now it's time to drink beer. Thanks. I hope things are going well with you too. Waffle House of 1,000 corpses. There we go. He actually probably should have made that instead. Oh shit! This one guy I recognize from Fear the Walking Dead. Didn't even know he was in this. We get it. I'm black. Okay. Now we have to meet the coach and then the rest of the new guys and everything. This one guy, he doesn't look like your typical Texan. Looks like he's like from Hawaii. Yes, I am. That's exactly right. I'm regenerating and stuff. Either that or I'm degenerating. Like one of the things. Oh, see, and now my fucking TV decides this app will restart to free up more memory. The mother. Well, I actually can't blame P. Rich for this. I gotta blame Juno for this. He's using his psychic powers in the wrong place. Clown yard, yeah. It's making me look like a fucking clown, that's for sure. Steam yard, shit yard. Oh, here come the guidelines for living in the dorm house. You know. Yep, no alcohol in the dorms, and no women in the bedrooms. I don't want the program taken down by a piece of poontang. Well, thank you so much, Coach. Those are words to not live by. Nah, that's okay. Mr. Lindo. Poo tank. Coach Cleats. You guys want more beer? Go to that guy named Howard. Looks like Cheech. It's kind of funny that they all go, they go to like a sort of disco place, then later they'll hit a country and western place, then they'll hit a punk rock club. You got this guy named Tyrone. It's probably Tyrone the Bone. Hey, Shamarlos, and he had chicken tonight. Nice. Beef tank plan. That's a good one, Chester. It's good to hear, Shamarlos. Ah, Mikey, that movie is fucked up. That's a great movie. Brian Bonzall from Family Ties has this little killer kid. Man, when I saw that, that I was like, holy fuck, this is insane. Yeah, it is definitely a crazy film, that's for sure. So they're playing Shake Your Groove thing, and then at the frat house, they're listening to some P Funk, y'all. And of course, at night here. Richard Stream Linklater. Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm not going to rage quit over this shit, like most people would do and say, oh, well, fuck it. I'm just going to keep going. I don't give a fuck. You're all here. We might as well just put up with this shit. There was something I missed, though, something on the door where it said something under consent, but it spelled out fuck or something. Okay, so this, poor guy can't even get, laid because his roommate doesn't want to leave the room, but everybody's breaking the rules. Alan Parsons Witch Project. Fernando, the Hando. So I guess it's the next day, whatever. They're watching all my chitlins, on the thing, and there's old Erica Cocaine. To wig with, well, it should be to wig with Liv, Sydney Poitier and Lulu, yeah. The children over weapons? Come on. The fucking children is a fucking comedy compared to like weapons. Sydney Poitier, that's right. I think we should, or somebody, God, man, what the fuck? I should give out Jimbo Jack's number over the air, and we should all just call him at the same time. Man, I know that in Canada they don't have phones; they use carrier pigeons and shit like that. So that's kind of it'll be a hassle for Russell to do that. Oh man. Wiggy Pop. There you go. What did these guys major in besides? Excellent line. No, I'm just kidding. The Texas Wig Do Massacre. There we go. Hopefully Juno's back next week, I hope. Yep, James in the giant wig. You know, I'm hoping, you know, at least like when Juno comes back, he's going to have like a giant afro or so. Fucking, you know, I disappear. I have to keep restarting the fucking movie because, you know, Amazon Prime is an asshole. But I do want to give a shout out to Todd Christian, who will be watching the movie, of course, after hours. He was very complimentary over these streams, and as always is. So, you know, huge shout outs to him and everything. Cleopatra Junos. That's ace. The wig beginning, yes. Oh yeah, speaking of like a wig beginning, I don't know if y'all saw this shit going around that the people that make the Chia pets, you know, are putting out like they're calling it the Friday the 13th universe or something. They're putting out a fucking Jason mask Chia pet. Don't ever fucking buy those things because my ex-wife wanted one for Christmas, so I bought her, you know, goddamn Chia pet. And those things, you know, it's cool at first when it starts growing out, but then that thing starts harvesting gnats like you won't fucking believe. And that, oh man, don't do it. It's not a good investment. Here these guys are playing pinball and pool, playing the good old Kiss pinball machine, and they got How about a Juno life-size Afro Chia pet? Well, as long as you know, we can keep the gnats off of him or something. Do I have a cameo in this movie? Shit, I should have had a cameo in this movie. Maybe I'm there somewhere. You have a chia pet vagina. Okay, Russell. Well, it's kind of something we didn't need to know, but all right. I know, Chester. It does look dumb, but Chia LaBarge. But I mean, just wait till all these idiots decide to buy them, and then they get overrun by gnats, in their house and shit. You know. All right, Johnny. Thanks for stopping in, man. Take care. Glad to see you. See you soon. And you can message me anytime, brother. Talk to you soon. I forgot. I should have done a count of how many times these imbeciles say pussy in here. I mean, they're just talking about cat anyway. I mean, but there's no cats in this fucking movie at least that I've seen. This guy says he's got the best cheese on campus. Well, I wonder like what cheese is you know just like in student bodies where it says you know Malvert. I said keys, not cheese. Oh my God. Jesus Christ, this one guy has this Prince Valiant haircut and these fucked up glasses and a porn stash. God damn it, the rate this thing keeps cutting off on me. You know, we'll be here all night. They're playing yeah, Lauren Stash. Yeah, they're playing old Sad Girls from Donna Bummer, you know, on this thing and stuff. This guy's got like a one of those camel jaw faces, you know, like Antonio and Inoki and Jay Leno, like a face like a fucking bicycle seat. So there's a huge fight now between old bicycle seat face and the bartender and stuff. Oh boy. Yeah, so they want to let bicycle face go with them to the next place and stuff, you know. Devin Wawa. Man, if Ashton was here, he'd be so pissed off, you know, that the Devin Sawa was even mentioned, you know. He hates that guy. But yet he gave him a ride home in the van once, you know. I'll be right back. You guys talk amongst yourselves. Wow, surprised it didn't even cut off while I was gone. Fuck. I set myself on fire. Oh, yeah. Now, this is where they're at the country bar at the moment with the sawdust and everything on the floor and whatnot. And then one of these a-hole was riding one of those mechanical bulls. One thing that like Russell will never admit to was the fact that he had sex with Linnea Quigley in a Tim Hortons bathroom. No, I wasn't spying on you, Russ. It was a thing of legend. You know, that's what I've heard. You look up any travel brochure about Canada, and there it is. It says Sonny Barger had sex with Linnea Quigley in a Tim Hortons bathroom. Oh shit! Now they're all doing the country-eyed Joe, or as I like to call it, the country-eyed hoe. Saturday, 1:27. Class starts. One day, 18 hours. Yeah, so this the old bicycle face guy actually lives in that house. I forgot about that. It's Queen Man. Thanks for stopping by, man. It's very nice of you to do that. I appreciate that. It's always great having you here and whatnot, even though StreamYard is being a real pain in the ass tonight, cutting me off. I have to keep jumping in and jumping back on. And then my movie keeps cutting off and cutting on. So, yeah, it's like not in the stars, but I'm sticking with it tonight. So, but it's good to see you. I'm glad you're here. You know, I hope everything's well. And you know, that the wee ones are doing good and they're going to have a great Halloween. I know they will because you're the queen of Halloween. I didn't even know that rhymed. Look at me. Oh, you're very welcome, man. You know, stop by anytime whenever, you know, you can. It's always good to see you. Have a great night. So they're talking about the Twilight Zone because Willoughby is, you know, tape most of them, and they're gonna get. He's packing this huge bowl, and they're gonna just go wow or whatever. He's got like some kind of double chambered bong or some bullshit. What has four legs and is ready to travel? A crippled spider.
bunch of dudes jumping around on stage, jerking each other off, in spandex, isn't fucking music. I don't know, man. I like that. Well, yeah, but why do you do it? Because corporate America is shoving something down your throat, making you believe it because that's what they want you. Guys, it's about finding out who you are. Space between the notes. You gotta tune in. Don't be afraid. Let the experience.
Elephant because it has a trunk.
It's like Carl Sagan said, the big thing isn't about the atoms. It's how those atoms.
You're under a vest, Chester. No, if you remember correctly, Russell, a relevant has a trunk.
The druids fucking knew it. You think the way things are going now, that we're never gonna get that back? No. You guys want to try a little tour? Do it. Lock it. Lock it. Lock it.
Chester, why did the peanut go to the police station? Because it was assaulted.
That might be. See the sharks. Sharks have tails. Oh my God! You. Even though he knows I'm the reigning champion 2 years in a row.
Oh, yeah. These guys are going to play knuckles, so they're going to get fucked up. Look at you, ping pong pimp. There's another one right there. Wig pimp. So there we go. See, okay, the one thing with that joke, Russell, is if text supplies and videotapes. That's perfect. That's the best one tonight, Rosie. That's a great one. But the one thing I was going to say about your joke, Russell, was that you said supplies. So if that was an Asian janitor, he'd actually have that right, so saying it correctly, Yeah, but The Rock is playing that guy now in a movie about him. It doesn't even look like him. I never even heard of that guy, so I was like, who the fuck is he?
No way. Exactly. All these people never anything more than some dude, some job, just like that. Holy shit, Justin? Hey, what's up? You think as a friend? What's happening? I love this. What is it? Pledge me. Come on, let's get there. Come on. Why not?
So now they go to this punk rock sort of frat house or something and whatnot, and these guys are all sitting around because one of the guys knew the dude when they were in high school and all that, and then they're listening to Stiff Little Fingers on the turntable there. Last one. Why did the golfer bring 2 pairs of pants in case he got a hole in one? Well, yeah. So yeah, this is where the punk rock club and everything. So now they're at this like punk rock club, and it's kind of the coolest thing is that the band that's on stage, I think it was uh fuck, now I had the name in my head and I can't think of it, but they're doing one of the best songs by an actual Austin punk band, the Big Boys. They're doing Frat Cars, but I think it was um fuck, I can't remember. Anyway. Oh yeah, and then they start playing the Gilligan's Island theme song, which I think Alan can appreciate that. Oh yeah, that was right. It was the Riverboat Gamblers. That was the band. Yeah. From here to fraternity, absolutely. They're gonna make pot brownies. Don't try that at home, kids. There actually was somebody, I forget who it was, that it's really sought after as far as the 45 goes and makes mad money. But somebody did a thing called Stairway to Gilligan's Island, where it was basically Stairway to Heaven, but it was the Gilligan's Island lyrics. Idiot. They call me the raw dog. You want to know why? Because I'm the raw dog. Okay. These college kids and their antics, you know. That's it. Gilligan's Island of Dr. Moreau. That's correct. Little Roger and the Goosebumps. Thank you. The lead singer was a clown. Actually, I think the best clown singer right now is Puddle's Pity Party. You know, he's a clown and he does covers. No, I've never had this issue at all, Chester. I mean, and then to have, I mean, like the shit with my fucking, Prime, happens quite a lot lately. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that, but never ever had this type of issue with the StreamYard. I mean, sometimes it won't like connect and kind of fade in and out, but it doesn't cut me off. I just have to press the screen and everything's fine. But yeah, nothing like this. The one thing, they never showed in Gilligan's Island was when the skipper would get drunk and try to do things, nasty things to Gilligan.
Of course not. Yeah? Heaven's ready?
So there's these girls outside the frat house mud wrestling. But it's not AEW quality. Now, finally, they're, getting to the point. Well, actually, they're playing Ain't Talking About Love instead of Everybody Wants Some. Pilligan, exactly. And this one chick is beating this guy's ass. Sunday, 9 p.m., 17 hours and 18 minutes till class starts.
That was just
So Pilligan's Island. Wiggleigans.
so what do you concentrate?
Hey, Chris. Yeah, it's going okay. StreamYard's being a piece of garbage, keeps booting me off and on. But other than that, it's all right.
Actually, it's probably the same. It's on baseball.
So yeah, there was split screen for a while and stuff like that. Stream on, stream on. Yeah, exactly. That's funny. There's a guy named Coma, and he says, "Coma, wake up." All these unintentional, like, barbs and lines and stuff.
It's a revolutionary political conception. What is force? So you were
Yeah. You gotta give respect. No, not only that's got
Perry Coma, Coma Chameleon. That's correct.
large groups or anything, but we were so ridiculous. Like the theater kids would be hysterical.
Bringing comedy from the bowling alley lounge tonight. That is correct. Absolutely. Treat your waitress with care and bring her a snappy wig. Snappy wig. The best refreshing drink there is snappy wig. Bowling for toast. I kind of remember that, but there was a there's a band called Bowling for Soup.
This big house outside and best friend to help set up. You're probably coming. Cool. Is it baseball season now? Or when you stop like
the official season that starts on spring, but we got schedule. Just players.
oh, it's kind of the recipe. I'm all sweaty in here.
Yeah, more than likely it was from SCTV.
Yes, it is. It's physiological. Close your eyes. Send me places like thumb, roll the chest, one so semi-paralyzed for the love of person. You can't sit up. It's out of your eyes. Get up, get up. Hold your hands up. Tell me it's absolutely. It's a thumb. Make sure you close your eyes. Shut your eyes.
Oh, they're gonna do the whole guy sits his ass on the guy's face, and stuff, just like they do in Sleepaway Camp.
You know, we all take turns with each other. You accept your contribution, you wear it well, and you pass it on. All you can do. Close your eyes. Chest on. And so it was semi-paralyzed. Impossible. When you're all banana guys, I can't. Rally back. That's your school.
Count Floyd, and everything was in 3D.
Well, and you pass it on. All you can do.
So that one guy's girlfriend, of course, turns out she wasn't pregnant or anything. Fraggle sock. Yeah. So they're all at their first practice or whatever, and the song of choice is "Whip It." Wicked good, exactly. Milk the wig. So this is the bit where Willoughby, they find out that Willoughby has been like a student there for, I don't know, 8 fucking years, something ridiculous. You know, he's the one I was saying was kind of the Matthew McConaughey character, kind of. He was found out and got kicked out. The guy's gonna have a fucking aneurysm on the mouth. It's always wiggy in Philadelphia. Maybe so. Ha! When you keep waiting for Blu-rays to show up. Are getting stabbed when you go to, well, never mind. You all know.
Fucking goggles, you can't use those for reading. The schedule says batting practice. 3 minutes later, what the fuck? Yeah, all right, well, I'm not afraid to get this over right here, right now. Get what over? Fucking pro prospect to and you know it. I'm not afraid to challenge, man. Okay, me. I'm gonna try to make that starting rotation on your first BP session, huh? I guess. Sorry, man. I think you've had enough, Rob, dog. Best you got? I can start at 90, son. What are you for? Just a ball, fucking sign it. We're fine, man. We're fine. First day practice, huh? Well, I will go get the fucking ball. I'll shove it up your ass. I'm sorry.
Wicks and Murtaugh.
Hey, Coleman, you wanted to show your first hit, man. You want to hear? Just be order. Termination is happening next. Yeah, everyone watching. This guy's obsessed. Anybody come on, man. And then this guy on train. Out there past the bike build fence, hanging the trim on the house.
Yeah, they're saying this guy's like a fucking scout for the Reds. He's fucking. They're saying he's always a master of disguise, but he's in the one of the fucking he's house painting. Hey Don, how's it going? Nice to see you. It's always fucking Christmas when Don makes an appearance. Everybody, give it up to Don from Night Owl Movie Talk. I'm serious. If you're not clapping for him, I'm gonna close shop. No, I'm kidding, but glad you're here, Don. It's been a hell of a night. My stream area keeps opening and closing. My fucking movie keeps cutting off. It's a wonderful night for a moon dance, But like Rosie and I are taking tips, for our comedic genius tonight. So, yeah. Always tip your waitress. Yeah. It's always great, to have you here, Don. Usually, sometimes when you have one of your streams, I'll pop in, but I'm so fucking tired I can barely talk, and I'm usually in bed by that time, and I'm like, so. But I'm always there in spirit, some way, somehow, And anytime you ever want to join me for something, just give me a shout out on, on a post or something. It'd be fucking great to have you on.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I could do either one of those. Actually, I haven't done either one, but yeah, I could figure out, could figure out a time, date, place, whatever. This is where they tape the freshmen to the fence and are hitting balls at them. But at least they're not putting their own balls in their heads or something. I already saw Spinal Tap 2, Russell. It's good. Not as good as the original, but it's good. Nothing like a bunch of drunk, college freshmen.
What are you doing here? I'm not you graduated. Maybe it just feels. What would you expect of you? Man, since it's kind of confusing. What's confusing about it?
Oh, I liked it. It had its moments. If you can catch a wrench, you can catch a baseball. Yeah.
Sir, no, sir. Good. No. Level here. This is called grass. Big. I don't know. 21, 23-year-old guys. This thing, see someone trying to take this. But toxins realizes that you have not earned teammate status yet. Until you do, you know about it. Yeah, I told you take some high school. You guys all saw you guys go back. And it's competitive, man. You want to succeed, really succeed. The only choice you have is to mention tough enough.
Dodgeball, wig ball, wand ball.
He's 30. He's 30 fucking years old. 30. It's like a secret I didn't. No, the registrar thought discovered it. You're looking up the issue. You've been investigating it for a while. That's what that was all about. It was.
Yeah, Willoughby, 30 years old. And you know, he has a secret identity, not even his real name.
What? Bad. It's bad. Oh, what is it? It's called Manitoba Moose. What? A little state that they want to play this game. You want to stay on this team. You get to fight it with
They're telling that guy, because they were playing this card game, that there's a special rule. He's got to fly to Winnipeg, and he's got to suck this moose off and stuff.
Anyway, you guys all pass? Oh, take off your hosers. It's a Winnipeg flip.
So in actuality, they're making him drink this like beer or something.
Hey guys, mom and bitch boy think keyboard's real. What do you find? Yeah, dude. What do you just say? Yeah. More? Okay, he's real. Still not saying what that party is. It's got a big party tonight. Hey, hold on. Hey, I'm not saying you guys can't come, right? Did I say that? No. I just implied you guys might be bored. So, dancing chicks have great asses. And that's a fact. I'm looking at. Freshman. Just trying to stop us. It's not even that we're not invited to this party. Did I ever say that? No. Okay, I was just implying. This party might not be you guys' cup of tea, but okay, you guys are going to do it. Artsy fartsy, either me. And you're the play by you have fun. Ben, hey, come on, look at me.
Can always count on the general. Wigs are us, yeah. The bean-filled mulatto wig, yeah.
And all you guys is constant. Fuck wizardry.
The bean field. So now they're at that art party or whatever the fuck that for the theater people, and some guy says something as the effect of, "I'm not in costume." Of course you are, you dick. Yeah. Oh, there was a cat in the refrigerator, so there we go. It's like fucking cat. Cats shouldn't be in fridges. Yeah, they make bald wigs or whatever they skin caps or whatever the fuck they're called, something like that. Yeah. There's a lot of people wearing wigs this scene. Yeah, he's like in everything, you know. He's sort of like Pedro Pascal. I couldn't remember his name, and then I realized when I saw he was in this, I was like, holy shit, he was in this as well. You know, it's like him, and then that guy that was in Fear the Walking Dead, and you know, we're just like, wow.
All you talk about is baseball. It's a little fucked up.
Man, this shit's killing my fucking battery popping on and off all the time. And I'm probably really behind you guys. I don't even know. Fuck. Fear the Walking Wigs, yeah. So there's these people at these theater deal doing like friggin' Alice in Wonderland or some shit,
I'm late for a very important date. Seven, right?
What, a speech? That's so sexy.
All right, Alan, good night. I'll talk to you probably tomorrow at some point.
What I have pointed up to you, in fact, unquote,
Monday at 6:09 a.m. Class starts 1 hour, 51 minutes, 36 seconds.
so you wrote about it for 90 baseball stuff. What about that for haven't you been like those big things?
Chester, what do you think of Glenn Powell as an actor? Oh, that's why he wasn't doing it. Okay. He changed it several times, so I was wondering what was going on. But I mean, yeah, I want to watch it. Well, I don't know. I mean, anything, of him. I mean, just in general, you think he's a good actor. I mean, I think he's pretty good in this, even though I like forgot he was in it. But I've never watched Twisters. I've never watched the first one, so I mean, I'm kind of like, yeah, I don't know. But other than that, I'm just saying that, you know, he's in a weird mix of stuff, you know. Although I'm interested to see Running Man. Well, the last in the trilogy was good. The bad in the wig, or something like that. Yeah, Collateral is one of the best ones he's in. But I like Cruising, but it's not really because of him. It's because of Jackie Earl Haley. Not Cruising. What the fuck? That movie where they're in Mexico and all that shit. He should have been in Cruising. All right. Well, there we go. Finally hit the end of the movie. You guys were probably finished before I was. But, yep. So it was like 3 days in the life of a bunch of college, you know, baseball players, freshmen and to seniors or whatever, and their adventures in, Austin or whatever, and all that good stuff. One thing I've noticed is that pretty much Richard Linklater uses the same people for his music, and they get the music for him or whatever, and stuff. Half of these guys, I don't even know who the fuck they were anyway. Yeah, Austin Emilio is the guy that played Nestor or whatever the fuck his name was from Fear the Walking Dead. Oh yeah, he's a great actor, Chester. But yeah, hopefully Juno, I hope we'll be back next week. So we can continue chaos and mayhem, and stuff, and then all that good stuff. I'm not sure of which it's next week, what horror movie I'm doing. I have a definite idea. It's going to be stuff that hopefully like a lot of people haven't done and whatnot. You're very welcome, Chester. No problem, General. I want to kick my TV in because this thing just keeps, it's not even finished with the credit. I guess that's, telling me something or whatever. So this thing really doesn't want me on. So anyway, thanks for coming out, everybody. Chester and Brooke, Rosalia, Ashton, Russell, Shamarlos, Don from Night Owl Movie Talk, Chris from Black, Glove Reviews, Anthony Chobot, Allen, my friend Al, Yeah, so there's a lot of people and all that. Thanks, Russell. I appreciate it. Yep. All of us rule. Everybody rules, you know. But yeah, this thing, my phone's about to just go bam. So I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, get get out of here and stuff. But I love you all. Thanks for coming tonight. And you know, see you probably over on Peas, and stuff. And then we'll figure out I'll be figuring out what I'm gonna do. But yeah, anytime, Don, just on a post or something, give me a comment. We'll work something out as far as doing something together and whatnot. It'd be awesome. So with that, I'm out of here. Have a great night, everybody. See ya.